The engine configuration describes the number and arrangement of cylinders. Every configuration has its own advantages and disadvantages. The inline-4 configuration is small and compact, but does not have the natural inherent smoothness of an inline-6 or V12. The block material selection allows you to choose between cast iron or alloy blocks. Cast iron is very cheap, durable, but heavy, whereas aluminium alloy is weaker, more expensive, but much lighter. Bore and stroke determine the cylinder size. Bore is the cylinder diameter and stroke is the length that the piston travels inside the cylinder with each stroke. Together, these two quantities help define the capacity of an engine. The bottom end is the foundation of your engine and comprises cranks, conrods, and pistons. It limits how much torque and maximum RPM the engine can handle. A stronger bottom end will also make your engine more durable. Although you may not always be trying to build an engine about strength and power, but rather economy. For this application, low friction cast pistons are recommended. The head type allows you to choose the mechanism with which the valves are actuated. Better heads are capable of higher RPM and have less friction. This allows them to be slightly more economical. Generally, better heads allow for more valves. Having a larger valve count is more advantageous. It gives you more valve area, making it easier for the intake and exhaust gases to enter and exit the engine. This makes the engine a more efficient air pump, allowing you to produce more power. The valves are opened and closed by using cams. Cams are covered within the cam profile tutorial. In this video, we will cover valve timings, variable valve timing, VVT, and variable valve lift, VVL. Variable valves are a collection of technologies to help optimize the valve train action throughout all engine operating conditions. Variable valve lift, or VVL, is a system that allows for using two different cam profiles, one for low RPM and one for high RPM. This can create an engine with great high RPM performance without making the engine run poorly at low engine speeds. Hence, you need to set two different cam profiles. Variable valve timing, or VVT, allows the valve timing to change throughout the entire RPM range. With the VVT option selected, the timings are optimized automatically, improving power, emissions, and economy. These two technologies can also be combined with excellent results. Exhaust manifolds, or headers, direct the exhaust gases. A carburetor is a fuel system that uses throttles to adjust the amount of fuel that is provided to the engine. Carburetors are limited by how much air can flow through them and thus limit how much power the engine can make. Carburetors scale with the engine block size, and carburetors with more barrels allow for more power, as well as giving better economy and lower emissions. An air intake is the point from which the engine is supplied with air. This air is usually drawn through a filter first. More enclosed intakes will restrict airflow and thus make a little less power. On the other hand, They are quieter and will make the engine more reliable with reduced service costs. The race intake will dramatically decrease the engine's service life, but it will both sound fantastic and not restrict. A too small of an exhaust diameter will limit engine power, as the engine has to work much harder forcing the exhaust. Mufflers make your engine
Thank you.